fucking rough.
I'm gonna just show the game screen. People can hear us for now. Yeah, right now we're just waiting for Theo. See if he's coming in. Yeah, so we're just gonna chat for a little bit before we get started. So,
Yay!
So I finally, I more or less don't need a bandage for my finger anymore.
Good.
It still looks pretty gnarly though, but yeah. So just I'll show my camera, but so the stream will have my camera up, but right now I haven't gotten yours set up over on this one. But yeah, still not fun looking, but
oof, rough.
Yeah. Moral of the story is don't get in a fight with a broken drill bit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that was pretty red, man.
Yeah, I mean it's still pretty gnarly. But it's to the point where it's not bleeding or oozing constantly. So
yeah, I might want to keep some Neosporin on it or something though.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, so the story with this with the injury on my finger is so from the beginning, my wife wanted me to mount this like solar lantern on top of this stand, and my initial plan was to all right, looks like Theo's not going to be able to make it today. His migraine's still going. All right, so we'll just, if players can't make it, I'll go over more of the like guidelines I have and everything, but like if players can't make it, then then I get to make the decisions for their character. But so I was trying to figure out how I could mount this this solar powered lantern on this post. And my initial plan was to drill a hole through a fender washer and use some self-tapping screws to attach that with a bolt coming out the bottom onto the bottom of this lantern, so I could put it on top of the mount and then just use a nut on to secure it. So I was trying to drill through this fender washer, and these things are apparently pretty well hardened, because I have the drill up here. I have my hand down here holding, I have this all set up on a board. I have my hand on the board to support that. I'm drilling down into this fender washer, and my drill bit snaps in half and goes off like that and digs directly into my finger. Oh, so, and keep in mind, this is also the finger that, I don't know if you'd be able to see it on this side, but there's a scar over on this side of my finger, kind of difficult to see now, where I got a chisel into it and almost cut off half of
that side. You.
Yeah, I mean,
your finger wants a divorce.
Apparently, but it's like I lost a little bit of feeling because of that one. I'm probably going to lose a little bit more feeling because of this one, but at least for the most part, I'm keeping them like condensed to one finger. Eventually, I'm just not going to be able to feel this finger at all.
It's your offhand though, right? So
yeah, it's my left hand. So
that's good. Hi, Jess.
Yes, hi, Jess.
What are we gonna do about Theo not being here first game? Or can we make a character that he can take over, or can he join us later?
So. I mean, like, I'm pretty sure he'll be able to join us later. For the most, like, so yeah, we'll just kind of just between the two of us try to figure out like what his personality is, and try to recruit. Like, so. I guess we can just kind of go ahead and start this. I don't have an intro set up for any of this, so we can just go ahead and do our thing. But so explain what's going on. So we're taking a break. And for anyone who has not seen my socials, we're going to be taking a break from our normal show format. This with life, with work, and all of the behind the scenes logistics to keep the show going. It's just a lot, and so. For the summer, at least, we're going to take a break from the normal show format. We're going to be starting up what I'm referring to as Season 0 of the Part-Time Adventurers, which is going to be me, September, and Theo going through Wildermyth. We're going to do a 5-chapter campaign of Wildermyth and go from there. If this works out well, there's a possibility of me spinning this out into its own feed and basically making another series, going through another campaign of this. So that's the plan. So Season 0 is going to be kind of experimental. So I haven't gotten all of everything figured out yet. This is going to be kind of the trial run, but this gives us a little bit of a break. There's a lot less preparation required for doing this rather than the podcast. So that's pretty much the reason why I wanted to do something like this. I mean, I've been wanting to do a multiplayer campaign of Wildermyth for a while now. Just finally decided to pull the trigger on it. So the plan is that we'll keep doing this until probably the first week of September. That's the plan.
Your
yes?
Screen shows different stuff than mine.
Does it?
Yeah, that armors and skins and Omen Road stuff.
Yeah, because I have the DLCs.
Okay.
So I don't.
Mine's not. That does not on mine.
Yeah, these are the 2 DLCs: the armor and skins and the Omen Road. We're not going to be.
Go get them.
As far as I know, you don't.
Okay.
I mean, again, this is all experimental. I haven't actually done a multiplayer campaign of this yet.
Right.
So I don't think you'll need it. I mean, maybe since I'm hosting, I don't know. We'll see. But so yeah, that's the plan, is to do this for the next probably about just through the summer, and if it works out well, we'll spin it out and create its own feed. So I will try to narrate and talk more during this, because even though I will be posting this as a VOD on YouTube, I'm going to try to do an audio feed as well. And again, just kind of an experimental thing, see how that works. If it works well, I'll continue doing that with future seasons. If it doesn't, I might just keep it as a video series on YouTube. But we'll see. Yeah. So that's kind of the plan for now. Yeah, I need to take a drink. 1 second.
Whee! Let's go.
Okay. So the plan for today, at least, is get our story going. Part-Time Adventurers. I have it set to friends only, so it should be good. All right, so I am hosting now. So I don't know if you can.
I don't see it.
Let's see if I can invite you.
I just see Catserinity's game. I don't know who that is. Oh, you gotta invite me, probably. No.
All right. Yep, I just sent you an invite.
Okay. There it is.
Sweet. All right. Oh, I can actually see your cursor on the screen too. Can you see mine?
Yes.
Nice. I didn't know that was a thing. Okay, so we're gonna start new story. We're gonna do just like so there are adventures, 5-chapter adventures that have like overarching villains of the different factions. I'm gonna probably save those for future seasons. For this one, I'm just gonna do like a miscellaneous 5-chapter campaign or story. So
okay.
just a Yeah, just to...
Oh my gosh.
Again, this is all experimental.
There's no controls for me to turn down the music in the game, and mine is really loud.
Oh, yeah, that was one of the first things I changed when I started mine up, because it was very loud.
Yeah, and I don't have a gear, like any way to...
Wow, thanks for the raid. Oh, yeah.
Hey, cool.
Venya lost one. Yeah, thank you very much for the raid. Sweet.
Woo.
I'm a real streamer now. Anyway.
Yeah, Chef John Lung might join us later. So.
Oh, nice. Nice. So
like,
yeah,
what you playing? Okay.
Yeah, so we'll keep the enemy random and just like the basic difficulty just for this one, just to for things. Okay. All right. So Ember, I'll let you have the second character. I'll take care of...
What?
What? You can randomize it.
This? I thought we were gonna be choosing like.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you can customize your character. Just click on the character screen.
Okay.
So yeah, like if you click on I'll keep the first slot. Actually, give myself control over this one. But yeah, if you just click the portrait, you can change everything. And then once we'll do all our characters first, and then we'll tag team Theo, which phrasing, sorry. But yeah, so no, you're changing the third character now.
Oh, I figured we were gonna be making Theo there, so I made it a hunter, so we have one of each of the three choices we are giving for class, right?
Yeah, I mean, I was going to choose warrior. Like I always see myself as more of a warrior than a mystic or a hunter. I actually, when I initially started thinking about like what, because a while ago I was thinking like when I was going through Wildermyth, it's like what kind of, I was actually trying to recreate both of you myself, and I actually did kind of see Theo as a hunter as well. Oh, more of a hunter than a warrior, because he's been in combat and everything, and he's ranged, all that stuff. Oh, anyways, yeah, we can change all this stuff.
That hair is not too far off base here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's stupid. There we go.
All right. Male, gender. I don't know.
You have facial hair.
Yep.
It's not.
Okay. Skin color, pale as hell. Hair. I'm like I said, I'm going to be trying to recreate myself. Throughout all this. So.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
I like that idea.
Yeah.
Although our perceptions of ourselves, it'll be interesting to see.
Trying to think of like which hair I have.
I am way whiter than this.
Right now it might actually be this one.
I'm not pink. God.
That is one thing that I really appreciate about this game, is how much variety how much control you have over like everything. Like you can make your character a tiefling if you want to, kind of. It's like with the different skin colors and stuff that they have access to.
Not sure what to do with my hair because I change it so much. Like it's red right now, but
Yeah, I'm trying to decide which hairstyle. I mean, mine's kind of shaggy right now, so let's go with that one. They don't really have a faux
black.
hawk.
It's more my norm.
I don't think they have like a legit like faux hawk look.
What's primary?
The different colors for your outfit.
Okay.
Now, one thing that is kind of cool about these colors, like the primary and secondary, is it affects everything you wear. So, like armor, it doesn't have its own color scheme. It just follows the color scheme that you set for your character. which I think is actually kind of cool.
Yeah.
Okay, how do I turn off this game overlay for Discord? It's not showing up on the stream, but it's Discord's showing me a bunch of random stuff on my screen, and I don't care for it. I never changed it. Yeah, I'll figure that out later. I can deal with it. Yeah, because it's covering up part of my screen. Yerg. How do I change that? That is very annoying. Herbert. Game overlay. There we go. Enable overlay. No. I don't like it. That's why. There we go. Okay, now it's not covering up my screen.
Stats.
I mean, I have Discord open. I don't need the overlay on my screen too. So, all right. Now kind of trying to figure out what shape my nose is.
So stats are you get what you get.
More or less,
right?
Yeah. That's kind of my nose. Kind of beakish. I'll take that. Facial hair. Gotta have the goatee. Let's go with... I like red. That's not red. There's red. Let's go like a... There, and let's make it more maroon. Okay. And, what secondary I want? Let's go slightly more orange with that. Okay. So, I think this looks good for me.
The history it gave me is a little crazy. Like, that I had a single mom.
Okay, so when we're...
Interesting.
Again, I'm going to be narrating a little bit, so this isn't just for you.
Oh, see? Why did it do this?
So...
Oh, no! I didn't mean to randomize that. Whoops. Oh my god, I screwed myself up.
Well, keep in mind that you were working on Theo's character, not yours.
Well, I didn't realize that. That's not what I meant to do. Alright. Now I need to fix it.
There you go.
It's okay, it should be quick now. I know what I'm doing here.
Yeah. So, that's the... What kind of face shape do I have? I can't really tell underneath the... I'll just go with that. Can't really tell underneath the facial hair. But, so, when you're building a character in this, in Wildermyth, you got, obviously, your appearance, and your name and everything like that. One thing that is really cool about this game is they do offer non-binary options. Even if you have a male gender, you can have a female body and everything. They do offer a lot of options in that respect. I should probably... I'm fairly tall, so I won't go all the way up on the scale, but I'll go slightly wider because I've gained some weight in my years. Okay. I'll allow these still. You can have the options to allow random romances, rivalries, and allow children as your characters grow up and adventure together and everything. So I'll keep all of those on for my character. So for the history, the history has what is referred to the two major factors that affect your character, what happens to your character during the stories, are what are called hooks and the personality stats. So in the history tab here, we have our hooks. Like right now it's showing Dark Heart, Wild Heart, Mysterious. And none of those are me at all. Like it gives a kind of a, actually it doesn't show the descriptions of them on here. But like there is an official Wikipedia page that'll give you a description of all of these. There's 27 different hooks and you choose 3 of them. And I was actually trying to think of like what the difference, like how the hooks would be different from personality traits and stuff like that. And I ended up coming up with the examples from the movies, from the Inside Out movies. So the hooks are kind of like core memories. They're from experiences. They're from like your history and everything, and they affect your personality in that respect. Whereas the person, and that's the thing, you only pick 3 hooks out of the 27. The personality stats, which are in the stats page, you get there's 11 different personality stats, and you get all of them. But some are more powerful than others, or some are more present than others. So you arrange the personality stats from basically 1 to 11. Whereas again with the hooks, you only get 3 of them. That's kind of the analogy that I was thinking of with the difference between those. But all of those still affect your character in certain ways. So I've actually been spending the last week or so going through all of the different hooks, trying to figure out which ones affect me the most, and figuring out the order of my personality stats. And what I came down to is, for my hooks, Dreamer, Potential, and Slacker, I think are the 3 for me.
I took Weird, Wild Heart, and Integrity.
Okay. Yeah, like I went through a bunch of these. Like, I'm not brash, I'm not brokenhearted, I'm silly but not a clown per se. Some of them that were like difficult choices were like the difference between creative and dreamer. Like trying to figure out, it's like, I think the biggest difference, the biggest distinguisher between creative and dreamer is creatives actually create things. Dreamers think up the things. And between the two, I'm much more of a dreamer than a creative. So that's why I went with that. Slacker is obvious just because before I started taking meds, you just procrastinate like crazy as a normal state of being for me. And then Potential, because I'm always, at part of the dreamer aspect of it, as kind of as well, is I'm always thinking of like how things can be better in the future. You know, like the kind of the tagline that they have on the wiki for Potential is, today might not be my day, but tomorrow could be. And that's kind of like, that pertains to me. None of the other ones really, like, there's some of these that I can just eliminate outright. Like Wild Heart, Wanderlust. No, I hate being outside and I don't like traveling. So those two are just out right away. Most of the other ones are just kind of maybe a little bit, but I think these Dreamer, Potential, and Slacker are the 3 that are definitely the most prominent for me. Then we get to the personality. So I had Loner first, Snark was second, Again, I went through and tried to come up with reasonings behind why I ordered everything this way. Poet was just after Bookish, I believe. Yeah. Leader, Goofball. Poet, up there. Leader, Goofball, Coward, Hothead, Healer, Romantic, Greedy. So my reasoning behind all of these personality stats. For me, I'm very much an introvert. I like my alone time. So loner, very high up on the list. Snark, I am very sarcastic. And like the description that they had in the wiki as well is also like sarcastic, often negative. And that is me to a degree. Like one of the things I constantly say on like the TMS streams is today is third Monday for Wednesday and stuff like that, which is slightly negative connotation to it and just sarcastic. So I think snark is my second trait. Bookish, because I'm the rules guy when it comes to games and stuff like that. It's one of the reasons why I started the Part-Time Gamers in the first place, is just explain how to play games and stuff like that and just nerd out about games. So, but the reason why I picked Bookish on here and not Curious as one of the hooks is because I don't really research stuff until it becomes pertinent, until it becomes relevant to me. Like, to me, Curious just means you're constantly trying to find new information. I'm not really going on my way to find this stuff unless it actually becomes relevant to me. Poet kind of coincides with the Dreamer. Like when I listen to music, one of the ways that I know that I like a song is that when I listen to it, I can see a movie scene in my head. That's kind of what Poet, the description of it is kind of saying is, like taking the things that are around you that you feel, that you experience, and being able to express it in some way. So Poet, Leader. I don't often take a leadership position, but when I do, I'm pretty serious about it. That's one of the reasons why I have Goofball under Leader, because when I'm a leader, I tend to be fairly direct, pretty serious about it. I joke sometimes, but not very often. And the reason why I put Coward above Hothead is because I do get angry. Like when I'm not streaming and I'm playing video games, like right now I'm playing Expedition 33. When I get hit with a bunch of attacks that I thought I should have dodged, I start swearing at the screen. I didn't
know you could change these.
The personality stats?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can order them. That's what I was doing right now. Because depending on what order you have them in, they're weighted differently. But yeah, the reason why I have Hothead under Coward is because it's like I'll swear at a game and everything like that. I will admit I talk about Night Crew behind their back when they're not there. But as soon as I'm actually encountering someone, I'm not like, I might be passive aggressive, but I'm not like overtly aggressive. So I chicken out as soon as like I'm actually encountering an actual person, which is why I have Coward above Hothead. I have Healer under Hothead because like I was trying to think of like, well, I do have compassion for people, like I do have sympathy for people and everything, but it's like if my kids hurt themselves or something like that, not majorly, just like skin their knee or something like that, and come running up to me, I will admit my first immediate reaction is annoyance. It's like, you did this again. So that's why, and then after that initial reaction of annoyance, I'm just like, okay, and I try to comfort and just like, okay, let's see how bad it is, and then I get the compassion. So that's why I have Healer underneath Hothead. Is because my initial reaction in a lot of situations is annoyance. and then compassion. And then romantic, I even before I was married, I was not romantic at all. Like even less so now. Strangely enough, even less romantic now that I'm actually married. So I knew right away. It's like when you're ordering all of these personality stats, the way that I did is like, okay, what are the 2 or 3 that are the most prominent? What are the 2 or 3 that are the least prominent? And then try to figure out the other 5 or 6 in the middle. I knew right away that romantic and greedy, bottom of the list. It's like, I am not romantic at all. It's like beyond telling my wife I love her and that she's beautiful. And then I hate money. I wish I could be more generous. I'm not greedy at all. I just yeah. So I think that is pretty much my character. I think that's more or less me in a nutshell. Between these personality stats and the hooks.
I don't see you as all that snarky, but I guess it's not how you behave in this particular situation.
Well, yeah, because I think that's because the leadership part of the podcast, because I kind of take that role and just try to lead us along the show. But overall, just during life in general, I am very sarcastic, which is somewhat of a problem.
But that's different than snark.
Well,
snark is like little biting.
Well, yeah. I mean, like I said, I some of the, when I make a joke or something like that, when I make a remark, it usually does have some level of negative connotation to it, even if it is in a joking fashion.
Okay.
So that's kind of the snarky aspect of it.
Okay. Well, I've got mine set.
Okay. So.
I did Theo's physical. I went to his America's Next Top Podcaster profile pic.
Okay.
And went with the blue shirt and as close as I could with the facial hair. They didn't have anything that really represents what he does.
Yeah, kind of goatee-ish.
He's usually wearing a hat, so I don't know, but there were no hats. Oh, yeah. He's set for Mystic too, and that should we're putting him as a hunter. So
yeah. So did you change any of his?
I didn't change any of that. I figured we could do that together.
Yeah. Oh, you put healer high on your personality.
It just is. I mean,
I kind of honestly when I thought about the kind of trying to extrapolate the personality of you and Theo before, I actually did put healer pretty high up on your list as well. I mean, you're literally a mother. You're very not just a literal mother, but you're also very motherly in general. So
yeah, and I literally I make potions and poultices and
yeah,
herbal concoctions and infusions. I'm that brand of witch. So
yeah. All right.
And I'm the kind of people always come to me with their problems.
Yeah. Yeah, Wildheart makes sense for you as well for because like you said you make potions and stuff like that, and you're and just even using natural ingredients for cooking too, that makes sense. Just being out in nature, liking nature. It's that's
I mean
I hate nature.
I like to forage, for God's sake.
So for Theo, I do agree that looks. It'd be nice to know what colors Theo likes.
Well, that's why I went with the blue. I went to his America's Next Top Podcaster headshot.
True. Yeah.
And he's wearing this shirt, this blue shirt, and I was like, well, he must like that.
Well,
I don't know about
the
face shape.
Oh. So I'm...
I couldn't find any grinning ones. I always think of him as grinning because he's such a smart ass.
Yeah.
Great improv guy.
Also, people might have noticed, if they're watching this, that the name that I chose for my character, I didn't pick Sean because I think the name Sean is boring as hell. I picked the name Darian because I've used that Darian as an alternate name for myself for quite a few different things.
Interesting spelling too.
Yeah, I mean that's how I think it's normally spelled anyway.
People I usually see an A for toward the end, but Darien like that is like Darien Lakes, which is an amusement park near where I grew up.
Well, to continue embarrassing myself with the origin of why I like the name Darien, although I feel somewhat validated in it with another whole story. But so back in the day when I was in middle school, high school age or so, I would frequently wake up early before school and set my VCR or old VCR to record Sailor Moon in the morning. And in the English version, when it was originally coming out in America, in the English version, Tuxedo Mask's secret identity character was named Darian.
Ah.
And at the time, I was obsessed with Sailor Moon. I thought it was one of the first anime series that I had watched, and I really liked it. So I was obsessed with the names Darian and Serena. I still am for the most part. Like, for the most part, those kind of like are my default names for characters that are kind of
I had a great
like me.
Aunt named Serena.
Yeah, it is tangentially. Why, like, it is kind of tangentially why my first daughter's name is Serafina, with the first 4 letters of it. My wife knew I liked the name Serena, and I wanted to have something that was somewhat angelic, and Serafina is derivative of seraphim, so that's how she got her first name. But yeah, that's the reason why I've frequently pick the name Darian for things like that.
Yeah, my co-host for Heresy and Hearsay, his email address is and his identity everywhere is Sephiroth, and he's a huge Sailor Moon fan.
Yeah.
And my co-host for Grills were Sailor Moon, enough that I had to watch it, and I don't get it.
One of the reasons why I feel validated in my like of Sailor Moon, especially at that time frame, I went to Cedar Point one year, and I still remember this pretty vividly. I was in the line for the corkscrew roller coaster, and 2 college-aged guys were behind me having this like really in-depth back and forth conversation about like the different series of Sailor Moon, like the different translations and everything of Sailor Moon. Just like I looked back at them just like, okay, if they're fine with talking about this, I can feel okay watching it. I don't have to feel weird about it. So that's my validation.
Okay, so we're gonna pick.
I was thinking of starting with his hooks first.
Okay.
I mean, we can just kind of go through each of them, like yes or no, and kind of take a list of what we think.
I think Clown.
Oh, yeah, he tends to be default to Goofy. So I would agree with Clown.
Well, that and Clown and the hook aspect, though, is like a hold my beer. And I do expect him to be that guy in a game, if nothing else. And hearing stories about, all the stuff he did in the military.
Yeah.
I think he's a hold my beer guy. And wasn't he lived in Florida a long time, right?
Yeah, there we go. So yeah, we can go with Clown first. Excuse me. Definitely not Slacker. I mean, with the amount of work he's done, I don't see him as a slacker at all. Maybe Integrity? I mean, that could...
What about Darkheart?
I'm not sure.
Like, keep in mind, he's
I mean,
he's got that darkness. I think the clowning hides it. His obsession, like with horror, to the point where he makes content about it.
I could see
and collects. Like he's got Jigsaw there in the room that we have to look at.
Yeah, like I know he's just by the fact that he's been in the military. I know he's seen some shit. So
that too.
That could definitely affect him in that kind of way. Oh,
and I could see Loyal.
That. Yeah, I could see Loyal too.
Is closer than Integrity for Theo in particular. Like,
yeah.
Oh. Although we can't have a kid, or it blocks some stuff there.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't really see him as brash. I mean, he has his moments of being a little brash, but I don't see that as like a major thing for him.
Yeah, he's so snarky. He's so...
Yeah. I would definitely agree with Clown, with Darkheart. Loyal could be a good one too. Definitely, I don't think like... I'm just trying to like go through some of these. Broken Heart.
Yeah, I feel like that might be good.
That could be a
potential.
Yeah, potential could be a good one too. I mean, he's not distant. He's pretty accessible. I mean, that was another thing that I was thinking about. Like, I chose Loner as my top, but I didn't pick Distant as a hook because although while I enjoy my lone time, I'm still accessible. Like, people can still talk to me, and like I'm not gonna push them away. But my default state of regaining energy is being alone. But and I think that's the same with. I don't really see Theo as much of a loner. Or distant, so I don't think either of those would really apply to him. Curious, not necessarily. Creative, not necessarily.
So I think either Loyal or Potential.
I
feel like he is a very pick himself up again guy. We've
Yeah,
seen that from what we know.
Yeah, I can see that as well. I can see Loyal too.
And it doesn't have a restriction on it like Loyal does.
True.
Which concerns me.
I mean, it depends.
I see him as Loyal, but I don't want to keep him from like if he wants to have a kid in the game.
Yeah.
Of course, he could just remake something different,
Possibly. That's another thing that I want to go over is like guidelines for characters. But definitely not.
Or nostalgic? I think he is nostalgic. He likes his little stories and bits of trivia and.
Yeah, I could see that too. He's not. I don't see mysterious. Not necessarily physical. Proud. Not necessarily shame. No. Slacker. No. Thorny. No. Wanderlust. Maybe. I don't think it's as strong as the other ones though. Weird could be high up there as well. I mean, he's literally that one weirdo on our show. Wildheart, I don't know. I don't think that one's as strong as the other ones, though.
No, I don't think so.
I still don't fully understand what inhabited means.
It seems like another way to say like haunted.
Yeah, I think so. I think that might be how it's described. I don't think he's gritty, unless he hasn't showered in a while.
Looking at the opportunity names.
Yeah, the hooks. Yeah. So we were thinking, well,
Okay, so loyal, nostalgic, or potential. I think it's what.
Yeah. I think that's what we're coming down to. There's a strong case for all three of those. Oh.
Pick a fourth one and get a four-sider out?
I mean, yeah, we could do that. Oh, I have a spinner somewhere around here. I'll clean up my desk. Random shit everywhere. So this was actually a Christmas gift. Christmas gift for my sister. I don't know if I've shown people this before. Oh, it's a dragon spinner. It's a spinning dice or a disc dice. So you can see on there it has different tracks and it has different sides for the dice. Same thing over on this one. It has the other ones. This thing will spin. It's like if I just let it go, it'll spin for like an hour.
It's more a fidget.
It is. The one complaint I have about this is like there's this tiny, showing my finger again, there's this like tiny arrow right there. That's supposed to be the indicator for what it's supposed to land on. The problem is when it's like looking like that or so, like it gets very difficult to see like where it actually is landing.
All the sets of dice I have and what I have at my desk is my D&D dice app on my phone.
I mean, I have my spinner, I have an app on my phone, and I have my dice right behind me back here.
So you need to focus. Pick a fourth thing if we're gonna roll. Loyal, nostalgic, potential.
Is loyal, nostalgic, potential. I think weird could be on there too.
Yeah, weird could be on there.
Okay.
Never enough weirdos.
Yeah. Again, it's literally in his screen name.
I know. But I'm definitely weird. People have been calling me weird my whole life.
Well, I thought it was more weird than anything else, but it turns out I just had mental deficiencies. Anyways, or mental divergence, I should say.
Yes, divergence.
I was neurospicy.
I love that term.
So do I.
Fletcher hates it, unfortunately.
Well, too bad.
Rob likes it. I got him a neurospicy name tag at the Ren Fair that's carved out of bone.
Nice.
So there's the confluence of our weird.
I like referring to it as like, what flavor of neurospice are you?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, because there is a lot of flavors of that.
We've been offered a scholarship for No Better Use time management course.
Oh, yeah?
Rob being the most ADHD time struggle stress problem, I gotta get him signed up for that. Also,
on that front, I had a doctor's appointment about a week and a half ago, and was able to up my ADHD meds, and I am really starting to notice a difference.
Oh, good.
Which I am glad for. Like I had started taking it this past week at work, and didn't really notice at first, and then I didn't take it yesterday, and I noticed right away. That was like, oh, it is so much more. Yeah,
that kind of thing can be that way. That when you're just regulating yourself, like it's easier to notice when you don't, when it's working.
Yeah, because like
it's funny. It's like having glasses, right? You don't know.
Yeah.
You're not seeing real well until you get glasses, and it's like, holy crap.
Yeah.
How am I functioning without these?
Yeah. So like I took a dose today, because I had some stuff to do. I had some tasks my wife wanted me to do, just like cleaning the garage and stuff like that. And it's like I was working out there for like 5 hours straight, as like and keeping on task. It was crazy. So I'm very thankful for that. Oh, it looks
Excellent.
like things are a lot better in that respect. But I do have a D4, one of my fancy metal ones that I got from
I'll put my
Secret Santa. I forgot who gave them to me, but someone sent these to me for the TMS Secret Santa.
Nice.
Like solid steel dice. They're really nice.
Yeah, I have a couple sets of metal ones. I love them.
Oh yeah, I mean they're solid, but
yep.
All right, if we're just going in order that they are on the list, he weird.
Okay, I think he'll be happy with that.
Yeah. Not like he has a choice at this point.
I didn't mean to, deal weird. It just seemed appropriate from the description.
Right. Do either of us know how tall he actually is?
No idea. And I've met him in person.
Okay.
But I don't remember. We were sitting most of the time.
Okay. Well, that looks good. All right. Oh, we still have to do his personality stats. Oh. I think
he's probably not as tall as you. He does sometimes sit in the closet to record.
True. Oh. So maybe I don't think he's that hefty either. I think maybe slightly less on both. It doesn't really matter that much anyway. It's all relative.
Yeah, really.
Yeah. Oh. So for personality stats, I'd say, do we want Goofball to be?
I think we want that up there, yeah.
Okay. Goofball, and what about Snark? Yeah,
Snark needs to be up there too.
So do we want Goofball first and then Snark, or other way around?
I don't know.
I think
Goofball first.
Yeah.
Because the Snark is like, it's there, it's in the flavor, but it's not as directed. I think at people enough to say he's just a snarky person.
Yeah, like
silly.
Yeah, he can. I think he's more like, to me, like the difference between Goofball and Snark is Goofball is more like just saying funny things that are more situational, whereas Snark is more directed towards either yourself or other people to like a certain negative connotation, even if it's in a joking manner. I think he's more so just says funny things, more funny situational things than he does like mildly insulting things. So, but both of them are definitely there, and both of them are pretty high on the list, I think.
Yeah.
What do we think would be his bottom?
Do you think he's romantic? I do think he has leadership qualities. I do not think he's greedy.
Yeah, I don't think.
Or a coward. Those are definitely down there. I would just drag these around.
Yeah, that would make it a lot easier than having to use the arrows. But I don't know. It's difficult to say if he's a romantic or not.
I would say he is.
You do think he is?
I do. From the time we met in person and had like long conversations about like his relationship and how deeply affected, like you've been on, we're talking about like something with his kid and he gets all teared up. He's
yeah. Okay, I could see that. What do you think about like loner?
I don't think he's a loner. And this is a guy who does multiple panels at cons. That's not real loner stuff.
Yeah, he seems to seek people out. So I would say Loner is up there. Or Loner is down on the bottom, closer to the bottom.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, okay, I put leader up there. I don't know if he's a hothead.
I mean...
I feel like it might be in there, but it's well controlled. I don't think it's something that... I think it's something he buries.
Yeah. Oh. I definitely think leader would be above hothead. I don't think he's... I mean, he does... I don't think he's super bookish.
I think I'd put bookish above leader, maybe, or just below it. I like more than a poet, because I mean, he's for comic books and stuff. I count that's all bookish.
True. Well, like
and like actually reading them and being into the lore is.
I mean, yeah, in this case, bookish is more about like finding out information rather than just reading books. Oh.
Yeah, I guess.
It's more about research than entertainment. And it could.
I still think it's above poet. I don't see him, and having worked with him creatively as well. It's not for long, because you know.
Okay.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Oh,
where do you think... seem to be where he sits. I know he was uncomfortable writing.
Okay.
Scripts, and he's not a flowery language guy. He's a joke writer guy.
Yeah.
He should be a joke writer.
Oh, do you think healer would be above poet?
I don't know.
I mean, healer is...
Maybe is showing, you know, I think he would show more interest in that, but I don't know well enough.
Yeah.
Probably. I should put poet higher on myself. I don't give myself enough credit.
Okay. Oh... Yeah, I from what I gather of him, I think he has kind of a similar personality to me when it comes to like annoyance first, then compassion. He just kind of strikes me as that kind of person as well. Oh.
Okay.
So I would probably put hothead above healer as well.
Okay.
Oh. So right now we have goofball, snark, romantic, leader, bookish, hothead, healer, poet, loner, coward, greedy. Do you think there's anything...
Sounds good.
Okay.
I suddenly feel awkward, like... Theo's gonna see this and go, what the hell is wrong with you guys?
Yeah. Oh.
It's a very awkward thing to be doing.
Yeah.
Is building your friends.
The Wildermyth personality tests. I mean, this is like when you're trying just to make a miscellaneous character like in D&D or something like that. It's a little bit different. You can just kind of come up with whatever you want. But when you're trying to define yourself or someone else that's an actual person with these, it's a little nerve-wracking. It's like, did I do it right? It's like I'm less worried about myself because obviously I live with myself all the time. Unfortunately, sometimes.
I love the quote there.
Which one?
The quote on his sheet right there.
For what? For goofball?
Yeah.
Don't get bad, but this is kind of funny.
I mean.
Yeah.
I can hear him saying that.
Yeah. Oh. I do find it kind of funny the fact that Theo apparently is the oldest one of all of us.
Huh.
Yeah, you and me are apparently 21, and he's 25. So, another thing that I wanted to discuss, or at least mention, especially in this game, we're not going to be playing exclusively these characters for the whole campaign, for the whole story. Because one thing you might notice in the stats is there's a retirement age. So right now it starts off at 45. There is time that passes in this game. So eventually either our characters might die or characters might just retire and leave the party. So one thing I wanted to do, we're going to try to do this as much as possible where we exclusively control our characters. So I'm going to be exclusively controlling Darian. Ember's going to be controlling Ember. Once Theo is here, we're going to give him control over his character. And then any like decisions when it comes to the story and stuff like that is going to be defined by that character or by that person, that player. The exception is if the person can't make it, more than likely I'll take control of it for the most part, or we could do it by consensus. Like, what do we think this person would do in this situation, all that jazz. So that the other thing that needs to be addressed is when we recruit a new character or when a character has a child. Kind of as a default, I think whoever's character controls or whoever's character meets the recruits the character into the party, they control that character as well. That character becomes part of their stable of characters as well. Same thing with children. If they are the parent of the child, or the character is the parent of the child, they control that child as well. And then if a character leaves or dies, they still have the other characters to control, so that way they're still part of the game. If there comes a situation where their last character becomes unplayable for whatever reason, I think we could go the route of just the next character that's recruited. They regardless of who recruited it, they just gain control of that character so they can continue playing.
We'll figure it out when we get there.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing about this, playing through this first season, is the reason why I'm calling this season 0 is because this is all kind of experimental. We're figuring everything out. As we go, I'll probably change formats change the layout and everything of the stream as well. This is all a little bit up in the air. So this is our experiment, and we're just trying to have fun with it as well. So this is...
I should up my hothead staff. I'm going to come across as one trying to keep you on task.
So, but if we're good, I think we're like, I'm satisfied with where my character's at.
Yeah, I feel good about it. Okay. Is 3 the max number of the party you can have?
No, you can have more party members as you go.
Okay.
I think the max... I can't remember how many you can have in a party total. You start off with 3. I did find out that there is actually modes where you can start with 5 in multiplayer as well. So if you have more people that you want to start in the party, you can actually go up to 5. And I don't remember how many you can have total, though, for just a party in general. It might be 5.
Just curious.
Yeah, we'll find out soon enough. But I mean, if we're good with our characters, we could start.
Apparently, there's no hard limit, but 5 is probably the max you'd want to use.
Okay. I mean, I know you can have more in your company than 5, but I think you can only use 5 at any one time. I don't know. I don't remember. I've only gone through one story in this game so far, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to play it again. But all right, I think we're good with our characters. We can go ahead and get this started, figure out what's going on.
Oh, went back to the beginning screen. I was going to panic.
Okay, so yeah, I'll set this so that we're going at the same speed. Wildermyth, a town that prospered past its failing neighbors. One of those places rings of story tend to intersect. I can read. Perhaps its noteworthy reputation attracted noteworthy people. Or did there reside in the grounds below a latent power, bringing all the myth destined to market together? Whatever the reason, whenever the need came, heroes rose from those who dwelled there. Theo was among them, a man who would always find a cause to peruse the square, offering up unwanted commentary, sometimes in the form of song. The meat stand smells like a bog. It'll guide you through the fog. So another thing I want to do as we go through this is I'll narrate as well for the audio feed, and I do think it would be kind of funny if we each voiced our own characters. Oh
yeah.
I think that'd be funny. Darian was there too. That's how it is often, is I was there too. Darian was there too. Most days tucked away in a stone cottage on the outskirts, figuring any necessary news would seep somehow through the window. It was quite the unusual evening that found him at a tavern, in fact. Also present was Ember Valentine. She owned the house behind the wheelwrights. Ember felt a loyalty to the town unlike any other, although she probably would have become loyal to garbage if you heaped it near her and gave it a name.
It's Madam Trash Heap.
As it goes, one starry winter night in a warm tavern room, those still young stories interlinked. Kerlunk, as the door closes.
I have to remember to buy a bowl for that Thatcher.
I can't tell if that's me or Theo. Fish and beers.
That's Theo.
Fish and
bears, that's the joke, right?
Yeah. I can read. Fortune rattles like dice when it's undecided. Like a chain when it's cast into fate. Stories looped with stories become the fate of the lands they belong to. I need to just slow down.
Is it going to be us three?
Can you fight, Theo? Can you?
Can you? Is it going to be us three?
It started thus. In one roost, these where rings of story had a tendency to join. All right, so we have our first choice. From the first, they fought for each other. They fought for the people of town and hill, or they fought for something bigger and truer, born in their hearts. So the story that they have kind of placed so far, our characters don't really know each other, it seems. We live in the same town, but we're not really connected together. So I don't think it would be the first one where we're fighting for each other. I think if anything, it would be fighting for the people of the town and hill.
I think the town, yeah.
Yeah. Because the town, I think, would be more important than our current connection with each other. And, even though
none of us have that big dreamer fated stuff in our hooks, so.
Yeah. So, yeah, I would go with they fought for the people of town and hill. We'll go with that.
For Madam Trashy!
Yeah. The Rings of Stories. So we have the option of getting heartwoods, hides, or ingots. I don't remember which is more important to what.
You don't know what's happening.
Yeah, I think once we choose this...
Money.
I think once we choose
Do you have
this...
to stick with it?
Well, this is like, I think our rewards, I think, for this. So since I can't decide, if at first you can't decide, roll a dice. All right, so it'd be hides. You okay with that?
What? Yeah.
I'll choose the hides, I guess. Or, actually, we're not choosing. This is just what we get. Never mind.
Oh. Okay.
Cool. Oh, and fabrics, apparently. Done.
Ooh,
okay, so now
fabrics.
Constructing the mission. Okay, so this is... We'll probably go through this and then call it a night after that. Okay, so combat modifiers. Stoicism. All heroes +1 armor and warding. Our foe cards. The Speltic. Gears crick and knuckles crack. It's one grasping claw reaches and strains. Looks, I don't remember what these ones are called, what this faction is called, but they're like almost like undead automatons is what they look like. And the Sommelier. Hissing tubes, a gulping pump. It teeters forward on spindly legs, trailing virulent vapors. So those are our foes for this. Okay, so I think...
I can't believe the Sommelier robot is a bad guy.
Yeah. So... Oh... I don't know how much I'm going to actually be able to describe the combat. But people might have to just watch it. Like, I'll try to describe what we can. So we have the Speltic up ahead of us, above us, or north of us, I should say, using cardinal directions. And basically it looks like our town is on fire. There's fire all over the place.
A lot of fire.
Yeah. So I think we can more or less act this at the same time. I don't think it's not necessarily a turn order as much as it's all of our turns and then all of the enemy's turns.
I'm disappointed I have an axe. What happened to my cast iron pan I had? I was into that.
So another thing with mystics. So magic works a little bit differently in this than you would think of in like D&D. You don't necessarily directly cast spells. You do what are called infusions. So like you would I don't know if you can do it right now. I don't know if you can do it now. I'm gonna move up and I think I'll just attack the Speltic. We'll strike it. And it dodged anyway. I don't think Theo has a ranged weapon yet. So he'd have to get melee with this guy. Ow. Theo took it to the face. And was behind cover that time. So the Speltic and the Sommelier both attacked Theo. Speltic hit him for 2 damage. And the Sommelier came out of one of the burning buildings and tried to hit him from range and ended up hitting a cart that was in front of him. So the cover is a factor as well. Alright, I'm going to move up to the Speltic and try to attack it again. I can't really do anything else.
Why can't I really see where it is, though? Shouldn't that be...
Alright, I did damage to it.
How
Did
I
3
hit it?
damage to it. Oh.
Yes, I can't.
What are you trying to do?
And move to where I can hit the thing. I'm gonna go over here.
Oh.
Strike. There we go.
Yeah. Strike him. Okay. So both me and Theo attacked the Speltic. The Speltic is dead. Oh. The Sommelier tried to attack Ember. Backed up into a building. Tried to attack Ember. And Ember was able to defend against the damage. Yeah, let's try to get rid of some of this fire.
That's what I am doing. Oops. It won't let me choose. Oh, there we go. It wasn't letting me choose extinguish again.
Yeah, you do have
I
a
had to
certain
turn on my
number.
settings. It's being slow. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so
Booger
we
is attacking me. I have to go over here.
Yeah. So we do have a certain number of actions. Oh. So you have, you can see in the bottom left corner, you have two diamonds and a leaf. You basically have 2 actions and like a free action. So like, depending on how far you move, it could take 1 or 2 actions. Strike takes an action. You attacking the scenery takes an action. Extinguishing the fire, I think, took an action. That kind of stuff. All right, I'm going to join you in this building with the sommelier.
I'm in there out of actions next to the bad guy like an idiot.
Oh, and sommelier is trying to run away.
He's quick.
Can you don't have infusions yet, do you?
I don't see any. Where would that be?
Like, trying to remember.
Why won't it let me hit him? It's not letting me choose strike.
Because you used both your actions to get close to him.
No, I didn't. Oh, I'm in Theo. Hold on. Okay. There.
Yeah, I'm right behind you.
Figures. Let me see. Let's see.
Bastard keeps on trying to run away. I'm gonna try to come up behind him.
Why can't I hit him?
Because you're using your actions to move.
Well, I know, but otherwise I can't hit him because I'm not close enough.
Well, yeah. The thing is, you need an action to attack.
I know.
But if you're using both your actions to move, then you won't have an action to attack.
But I only used 2 to get diagonal. It wouldn't let me attack diagonally.
So, like, if you're looking at the squares, the green squares are the ones you can get to in 1 action.
I know.
Okay.
It's not my problem. My problem is not being able to attack because I can't get to him first. He's fast.
Yeah, this guy's moved around pretty quick. And I don't know why none of us have anything ranged. I mean, I'm attacking him with a freaking pitchfork. I'm trying to get ahead of him so I can, like, try to come off.
Yeah.
Actually, I wouldn't be surprised if he's trying to go
Need
into
a
that
ranged
building.
weapon, man.
I'm going to use Theo to block that building. You bastard.
Why does it only have attack scenery? There we go.
Oh. Dang, yeah, you took him out. So yeah, the sommelier was running around like crazy, ran in the building, ran out of the building. We were trying to chase him, and he kept on running away. And finally, Ember, our mystic, ran up to it, smacked it in the face, and killed it.
I hit him with a stick.
All right, so whenever we level up, we get access to a random, like 3 random abilities, pretty much. Or there's the other option for an upgrade once we get more abilities. So the question is, what do I want to? So I got the 3 abilities I have as options are Backslam, activate, or it's an active ability as a swift action every other turn. Darian knocks an enemy up to 2 tiles away, dealing 2 damage. 1 damage for each armor Darian has. So the more armor I have, the more damage that can deal, which is nice. Stalwart.
Well, knockback is a nice thing.
Yeah, being able to knock the target back as well. So yeah, I'm the warrior. So stalwart active as a swift action, Darien can enable or disable stalwart, which grants plus 3 armor and warning, but reduces his speed by half. So more tank, basically just able to take more damage, but can't move as quickly. Or vigilance. Passive. Darien's heightened senses allow him to perform up to 2 reaction strikes per turn. So one of the things you can do is you can set up an attack so that as soon as someone gets in range, you do a reaction, you can attack them. That allows me to do it twice per turn. I always prefer Barbarian. I'm thinking Backslam.
Okay.
So apparently I also did, yeah, as part of being a warrior, I did gain Guardian. Darien ends his turn and waits for an enemy to come within range, hitting up to 1 enemy with a melee attack. So that's the vigilance. Vigilance affects Guardian. So I'm going to take Backslam.
I'm a Greenhorn Mystic.
Yep.
You
get a spoon.
Spirit with earthly things drawn in response to enact formidable magics. So, Spirit Blade. When allies stand directly adjacent to an interfused object, they gain +1 bonus damage. Interfused blazes can be used to grant nearby allies fiery attacks.
Ooh, that's nice.
Ignite, once per turn, is a single action and propels motes of heat out of the air, firebending, and gathers them into a single point, creating an interfused blaze on a tile with debris.
All right, so basically you can just turn debris into
Look at
fire.
my wand! It's a wooden spoon.
Yeah, I said that.
I didn't hear you. I have you turned up as high as I can over this damn music though. But
sorry.
Yeah, I should probably ditch the music. I can do that.
I think you can. I think you can.
Wait.
Yeah, you can get the options now.
Nope.
In the top
I
right
can't
corner.
without muting. And it mutes you too. All right. Anyway, naturalist.
So these
Plant active, vine wrench, tree passive, unfusing the tree, enter gray plane. Active tree call.
So yeah. Also, if you look at the chat or the I guess it would be the chat or whatever, the window in the bottom right, it says Ember gained interfuse. That like I said, that's how the mystics work in this. Is they don't necessarily directly cast spells. They use the environment around them to cast spells, to cast effects. Like with the ignite, you create a blaze in a tile and then interfuse with that to use that to attack. So, but yeah.
I'm curious. I don't.
So I don't.
What's entering the gray plane? Is it like a non-corporal thing?
I don't remember off the top of my head.
Oh! Shit. Well, I just chose it.
You just took it anyway.
So I tried to find out what it is. So now I am the vine tree gray plane person.
I'm wondering
I'll figure it out by using it, I guess.
Gray plane. Yeah, become invisible, ignore armor.
Okay.
Hunters can enter gray plane to become invisible, except for when an enemy walks directly into them or searches near them. Attacks from gray plane ignore armor. So yeah, that makes it so you basically become invisible.
And vine is going to be like an entangle and tree.
Yeah,
I don't know, tree call. I'll have to figure it out as we go.
Interfusions. I don't. Yeah, it's basically like depending on what object you interfuse with, it opens up other options. So that's one of the.
Yeah,
that's basically
that's
basically a new attack. With
I was probably gonna go with that anyway.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm more comfortable going with like vines and trees, like instead of having to rely on there being debris there to use fire.
Yeah, that's true. But then again, there might not always be trees or.
But the other was an assist, like a cleric type thing.
Yeah.
Hopefully, there's more of that available later.
Yeah. So, yep, Theo is now a greenhorn hunter. Theo has grown stronger. Hunters like Theo thrive in the wild, surviving through stealth and peerless archery. They master their surroundings and bring down large quarry. First option for him is Fox Flight. Passive and active, Theo has +1 speed. Once per combat, as a swift action, activate to dodge the next 2 attacks against him, but disables the passive. So he can activate it, dodge 2 attacks, but he loses that 1 speed. Jump Jaw. Active, twice per combat, as a swift action, Theo throws a Jump Jaw trap that will deal 2 damage and pin the first enemy who walks near. Damage 2 plus potency. So potency is just increases magical damage and effects like that. Or if we want him to go Archer, Through Shot. Active, Theo fires a cleverly placed arrow that will pass through the first target and hit the next target in a line, dealing -1 damage, -1 damage to the second target. So pierces through the first target, does slightly less to the next one, but still pierces through and does damage to 2. I'm not sure. Do you think Theo would be adverse to being the archer?
I don't think so.
Okay. I mean, I like the piercing shot, so that way he could do more damage to multiple targets.
Yeah. I like traps, but that's.
I mean,
a well-brained thing.
Jump Jaw could coincide with his snarky mouth
we
too.
can definitely
so.
use ranged.
Yeah.
Like you're a close combat.
Yeah.
I'm relying on atmosphere,
environment, and such.
Environment. So I think ranged is a good call for the party.
I mean, the Jump Jaw could potentially be useful as well because it pins the target. And we just saw that the target was moving around a lot. So that could be, like, all 3 of these could be very helpful. I could actually, you know what? I'm willing, I could go Jump Jaw. I mean, if you like the trap as well, we can go with that, because that would still be very helpful for targets that move around.
Yeah, but I really think we need ranged right now.
I mean, the through shot is, it's not his only attack. I mean, he can just do regular ranged attacks.
But going through to another enemy is pretty damn cool.
Yeah.
Do we want crowd control, or do we want that?
How did we just completely flip? Both of us just completely flipped to the other option in this conversation.
Because whenever I suggest anything to you, you go, well, yeah, and agree because it's how you are.
Well, yeah.
You take comments as and opinions as criticism. All right, let's go with the trap.
Okay. All right, so give him the Jump Jaw.
You and Shane are so much alike in that way.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay,
so you like apologize for stuff you didn't do wrong too. It's like, stop it.
All right,
I was just trying to say a thing.
So we did get an item. Bear Strength Bracelets augment is bonus damage. Damage added to physical attacks, also factored into some abilities. Pair of undulating metal bracers or bracelets. Yeah, plus 0.7 bonus damage. I mean, that would affect either me or Theo. I think, with Theo being physical damage as well as a hunter. That would affect either of us.
It looks like it gives you more.
I'm wondering, like we can. It depends on what we're wielding. Like now that we've leveled up, I'm wielding just an old sword that does 4 damage.
And I'm the tick. Boom.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, Theo is doing a little bit less damage. He's doing 3 damage with his bow. I'm doing 4 damage with my sword. So I'd be willing to give it to Theo to bring his damage up a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, his
Sending
actually
my
if we can hover over it. Oh, my bonus damage is already at 0.8. His bonus damage is at 0.4.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'd be willing to give it to Theo. So that's another thing that I would like
Mine's
to.
at 0.42, but
Yeah. But you're going to be doing magic damage. This does physical damage.
Okay. It doesn't list a type for me, so
Well, yeah, you're.
it just says bonus damage.
Well, yeah. If you hover over the bonus damage box, it says damage added to physical
okay,
attacks.
I see. Yeah.
So yeah, you're going to primarily be doing, like you're going to be wanting to stack like potency.
Also factored into some abilities.
Yeah. But oh yeah, we'll give it to Theo. So another thing that is worth explaining for like equipment, you don't have an inventory. Like you don't pick and choose equipment to go to people or whatnot. Basically, it's a one-time thing. So like this will be part of Theo effectively from now on until you replace it. So and then once it's replaced, it's just gone. Oh, so that is one thing that I think is worth noting for like equipment. So but yeah, I'm willing to give him those. Okay. What danger demands. Battle ends. They did what danger demanded. Theo, Darian, and Ember are left standing. The fires didn't swallow the town, or the fires don't swallow the town. They're fought down. They're fought down to cinders and buried. We're talking about the fire, not the people. Okay. The folks of Wodenroost will have a trying time.
Wodenroost.
Wodenroost? Okay.
Yes, you're gonna
okay.
make our Norse people upset, just so you know.
Yeah, both of them, maybe. We're gonna upset both of our listeners. The folks of Wodenroost will have a trying time salvaging whole ruined lanes, squeezing people under crowded roofs. They'll manage much better than they expect, though. That's you.
Oh, okay. Darian and I agree. We're not going to let that be it. Anyway, attempting to defend a whole town, knowing as little as we know, we'll die. But if we pursue these gear bones, we'll have a chance to learn about them and hopefully choose our battles.
All right. Everything seems a lot more tenuous than it did yesterday. Yeah. Thanks, Theo. Very insightful. The Morthagi that attacked their homes had mostly moved on by the time any defense was roused. It means they can easily return, them or others, perhaps more and fiercer and with a deadlier will.
Gung, gung, gung.
Let's go be who we have to be, right? That was Theo. Okay. Name the company. I think after we name the company, we'll call it for tonight. Every company of heroes is called by at least one name. A name spoken or spelled in tradition and handed along ever after. These heroes will be known as... We have... The options they give us are Malio's Girdle, the Harbingers of Marble Wisdom, the Empire of the Harrowing Mother, or whatever we choose. I mean, do we want to just... This is the name of what we're going with for the show is just the Part-Time Adventurers. Do we just want to go with that as a company name?
I think so.
Okay. We are the Part-Time Adventurers, which I'm sure will be very high on everyone's list of adventurers to hire.
I don't think you need the...
Just Part-Time Adventurers?
I don't know. Are you running out of space? I don't know.
No. Okay. I mean, if we can fit the Empire of the Harrowing Mother.
Oh, yeah.
I think, yeah, we're the Part-Time Adventurers.
Yeah.
Okay. These are the stories of the Part-Time Adventurers. Be remembered. All right. So, we have officially started the story of the part-time adventurers. We're in chapter 1. But that is where we are going to stop for today. I am going to save this. And, yep, okay. It's been saved. And, yeah, that's where we're going to call it for tonight. Oh, nice long hour and a half there. And, but yeah, hopefully we'll continue this on next week. And, hopefully we'll be able to get Theo in here. I'm hoping that after, like, we're still going to be able to give him control over his character once we come back. I'm hoping that's the case. But again, all of this is experimental. So we're going to be figuring out a lot of this as we go. But yeah. So thus ends the first day, well, technically day 0, the beginning of our adventure. I don't have any fancy intro yet, or fancy outro yet. So, yeah, we'll be back next week. Everyone, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. If you have any comments, any ideas to help us improve this, the stream or the audio, you can join our Discord. Leave us a comment there, or just put a comment on the video or
First
whatnot.
person that says "get good" gets a band hammer.
Don't say that's going to be Theo. Just to test that.
I'm worried my kids will show up. Just get good, Mom.
What are you talking about? You were the one that killed the thing in one shot. So,
it was just the last shot.
You were the only one that hit it.
But then I accidentally clicked the talent and picked it.
Well,
It's what I got.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, you're probably going to pick that anyway. But yeah.
Really.
All right, everyone. Yeah. Have a good night, and we will see you next week for episode 2 of Part-Time Adventurers.